Hi there, this is Spitfire25565, and today we're going to look at a plugin called Repair Recipe. Repair Recipe basically allows you to repair armor, weapons, tools with the base item, or rather, the item that the tool is based off of. It allows you to do that even with enchantments. Now, that's a big feature. Some other plugins have something like this in there, and there's a chance you may or may not lose your enchantment, and it also comes with a lot of overhead or features you may or may not want. I like this one because it keeps it simple and it keeps it true. It also kind of has a very vanilla-ish feel. Alright, let's see here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and enchant a few items. Alright. So that we can get a good idea of how this really works. Okay, we've got two of these pickaxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the one that's damaged the most and grab a level 30 enchantment on it. The reason I'm doing this is because the amount of the base item required changes depending on the level of enchantment that you're working with. So for instance, you're going to need more of your iron to repair a really high level enchantment than you would, say, with a lower level or no enchantment. For instance, the pickaxe we're looking at takes 3 iron to craft. That would tell me without an enchantment, it would take 3 iron to fully repair from fully broken. Now, with enchantments, though, it does make it a little bit harder to do that, and which is a really nice feature for the game, simply because, honestly, you know, those really nice enchantments, it should cost you a little bit more to keep those. Anyway, so now a lot of that is configurable, and we'll look at that as well. Let's go ahead and come over here, grab ourselves a very low level enchantment on some of our items here. Let's go and get some medium level enchantments. All right. Okay, and let's leave a couple here that are not shimmering so we can demonstrate that as well. All right. So now with our enchanting done, I'm going to go ahead and take you guys over to the set that we have set up for repairing. Alright, now we're here on our very fancy schmancy set that we have set up that's in reality right over here. Seriously though, here's what we're going to be doing. I need to go ahead and spawn in a little bit of raw materials. Oh. Alright, go ahead and shift click, throw those down at our feet. We'll pick those up in a second. Alright, shift click, throw those down at our feet. We'll pick those up in a second. I believe diamond and iron's really all we focused on, because those are the two most widely used, and I would imagine most widely repaired, tools. Now, all we do is we enter our crafting matrix. Let's say we've got our, let's actually start with a standard non-enchanted pickaxe. Now, this is all default. Now, there is a lot of things that you can configure with this, and that's one of the things I love about it. You can actually set a certain kind of waste or discounts for groups depending on your server setup. So you've got donator rank. You can look out for them because they're looking out for you. Anyway, you can also set certain enchantments to cost more. Fire aspect, for example. If I've got a fire aspect bow or sword or whatever, you can set that to cost more. Or for instance, let's say if you have like a quote-unquote god kit, you can actually make some of your non-standard enchantments that you can't normally obtain in the game. You can actually make those cost a lot more to repair because it costs a lot more to get. Now, all you have to do is put in a few. So we take that out, and as you can see, we put that in, and it's actually full. So we put that in there. Now, pretty much the same story with our unenchanted friend here. 2, and it's almost full. Now, it becomes a different story when you're talking about something with an enchantment. For instance, our knockback 1 sword. All we would normally have to do is put in 1 diamond, and as you can see, normally it would take 2 diamond to make an enchanted, or rather a diamond sword, but it takes 3 to fully repair it. You can also do this with armor, and as long as you place your diamond in the same exact slot, you can actually watch as it goes up and up and up. Of course, it takes more diamond to craft a chest plate, and we've got the enchantment on it, so it took more to repair it. Alright. One of the things that I like about this particular plugin is it helps reduce the need to grind. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to demonstrate here with our, this actually only has one more use on it, thanks to my handy dandy NBT editor. But as you can see, I'm continuously adding, and to get it to almost full, it takes 13 iron ingots. Now that really depends on, of course, the settings in the files. Like I said, there's a lot of this that you can set up specifically for your server. However, you know, one of the things that I like about this is, again, if I would like to, I don't have to go down to my mob grinder. I don't have to spend an hour idling, you know, taking up server resources in order to keep this enchantment that I've worked so very hard for. Alright, let's go ahead and get that back. Our diamond shovel here, of course, 1 diamond fully repaired. However, that wouldn't be the story if we had an enchantment on it. And just as an example here, let's do this a couple more times. See, we have that iron shovel. It's got a medium level enchantment. Actually, that's a pretty good enchantment. And it takes, well, actually, it would take 4 to get it fully repaired. 4 iron. Is it worth it? That's up to you. I really like this. It gives players a little bit more of an option how they want to play, not how they have to play. But at any rate, that's enough of me rambling on and on. Another great feature about this plugin is that you can actually configure what it takes to repair certain things. So for instance, if you want players to be able to repair chainmail armor with the iron nuggets, you can do that. If you would rather wooden tools be repaired with logs instead of planks, you can do it that way too. You can set your tools to have to be fixed with cobwebs or other hard to obtain items. Now earlier in the video we had actually said that there was not a chance to remove an enchantment from the item. You can actually in this plugin turn that feature on or off, and that's one thing that I like. Is that the developers actually put a lot of thought into what server owners and players would want. So for instance, let's say if I only want a 5% chance for a repair to go horribly, horribly wrong. Well, I set that and it happens. You know, and that really helps, you know, build the chaos element. But at any rate, I'm Spitfire25565 with Game Mode 5. Like, comment, subscribe.